27 teams, 21 cities, over 200 games, one T20 national champion. A new era of American cricket starts now. The inaugural Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship presented by Sling takes place nationwide this summer. Watch live on Willow.tv. Toyota Minor League Cricket, brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. Presented by Sling TV, home of Desi Entertainment and Cricket.
Testing one, two, three, four. You're live. Well, good morning and welcome to the first ever minor league game of cricket in the beautiful city of San Diego. This is Jimmy Ankelsari, along with thousands of birds and animals and a few people here to watch the first minor league event played at Canyonside Park in beautiful city of San Diego. It's a gorgeous day here, absolutely spotless, not a cloud in the sky. Players are warming up, and match should begin in about 8 minutes. For those who are tuning in, the millions of you around the world, the, uh, the Hollywood Master Blasters have won the toss and will be batting. Uh, Players are taking a few high catches and getting set, and we'll be on our way soon. So as the players are getting ready to take the field, let's go through the two teams we have here. The San Diego Surf Riders, led by Marty Kane. Number 27, Sri Krishna. Number 86, Mrunal Patel. Number 22, Sid Matani. Number 38, Ravi Timbawala. 67, Brinley Richards. Number 11, Tamil Patel. Number 1, Jaideep Reddy. Number 9, Zubair Murad. Number 6, Ayan Desai. Number 4, Devam Srivastava. Reserves will be Mohammad Sadiq, Adnesh Tondel, and Ajay Sharma. Representing the Hollywood Master Blasters, number 1, Janak Patel. Number 7, Nisar Patel. Number 10, the third Patel, Karan Patel. Number 8 is Cody Chetty. 13, Anish Deshpande. Number 11, Ajay Imadi. Number 33, Khalid Zadran. Number 9, Dayan Ranatunga. 19, Basant Regmi. Number 44, Kanishka Chagai. And number 11, without a number, is Prithu Baskota. And here we go for the very, very first time at Canyonside Park in San Diego. We have the San Diego Surf Riders coming onto the field, the two umpires for today. From the tennis court end, umpiring is umpire Bandulan. And from the creek side or forest end, we're going to have umpire Pankaj. San Diego team taking their places now. The San Diego Youth Cricket Club in all its glory here, cheering on their team. So for those who do not have an idea about San Diego or the beautiful Canyonside Park, and especially for those who may want to come and watch the match, the game is being played here on Black Mountain. Batsman taking guard here. So here we go, San Diego starting off with spin. Bowling, commencing bowling from the tennis court end, Timil Patel, a leg spin bowler. Timil representing the U.S. First ball. Straight down the ground. Pushed on to long on, and we're off. The first run of the season for the Hollywood Master Blasters. Timil again setting his field. He's got a wicketkeeper Ravi Timbawala. One slip, third man backward point, cover. Deep extra cover on the sweeping side. Mid-on square leg. Backward square leg. Timil again. Trots in lovely action. Down middle and leg. Push forward. No run. Timil picking up on his follow through. And with 2 balls into the season. Tossed up again. On this one, swung beautifully. That should be 4. Out to mid-wicket, over the boundary. And that's the first boundary. So we're getting a lot of firsts now. The first boundary. That's Janak Patel. So Janak opening with a boundary. None for 5. Timil again. A little flatter and turning. Mighty swing. Totally misses the ball. Timbawala whips up the bails. That leg was planted deep inside the crease. Absolutely no chance. None for 5. A little chatter around the field as Timil gets ready. That ball did turn, so here we are. First over, we're seeing signs of turn. Timil's a very good leg spinner, lovely wrist spin, quicker through the air. And this one's bowled him straight through. That's the first wicket for San Diego. First wicket for San Diego. Janak Patel going for an almighty swipe. Absolutely misses the flight of the ball. Not the best shot to be playing in the first over. But there he was in a bit of a hurry and pays the price. So that's it. 1 for 5 Hollywood Master Blasters. Blasted off with a magnificent 4 through mid-wicket. Tried to do it again. Paid the price. So Nisar Patel back into the pavilion. Timmel striking in his 5th ball. And here we are. A little bit of a setback. That ball was flighted, totally misjudged that. Did Nishar Patel. Timmel sets his field again, pretty much the same. From the tennis court end. And here goes Timmel. First ball again. Middle and leg, dipping down, push back to the bowler. And that ends the first over from the Surf Riders. A wicket, 4 runs, and the score none. 1 for 5. So coming into bowl again. So Marty Kane deciding to open the bowling with 2 spinners. We had the first over bowled by Timmel. The second one coming in from the canyon side or the creek end is Sid Matani, also one of the US players. Left arm over the wicket. Adjustments being made. Left arm over the wicket. You've got a short third man, backward point. Cover, an extra cover and a mid-off on the offside. Off spin, sorry. First ball into the air. Diving catch there by Marty. Misses ever so little, and it's gone off to deep cover. The batsman crossover for 2. That ball was in the air for a little while, wasn't it? Marty diving to his left, just could not pick up the ball. It's a little streaky there. Kanishka Chaugal, the batsman. Sid around the wicket. Slightly short of length, push back gently. Wicket's playing a little slow. We did see a hint of spin, but that was the wrist spinner from Timmel. Sid Matani. Quicker through the air, leans back and cuts down to back with third man. A little bounce, and Sri Krishna unfortunately takes a little nasty bounce of an uneven outfield. Ball pops off his, that was Devam, and a single. So that brings the new batsman to the crease. Cody Chetty. Chetty, right-handed batsman, facing Sid from short again. Smack down through the covers. That will be 4 again. Devam gives chase, just misses picking up the ball. Again, slightly short. The wicket is slow. All the time in the world for the batsman to lean back, crack it through the covers. And that's 4 more runs. Into double figures now. Hollywood. Matani decides to go over the wicket now. Again, slightly short. That one skid through on the offside, straight a ball. Almost beats keeper Timbawala. Cody Chetty, 30-year-old lad, taking strike now. Again, quicker through the air, a little bit of turn, flips it off his waist, and end of that second over now. The wicket's still playing, as I said, a little slow, little slow. About the batsman here, Cody Chetty from Durban, Natal. Right-handed batsman, he also bowls off spin. It will be Timmel here. From the tennis court end, no change in the field really. Slip backward point. Third man a cover, a sweeper down on the offside, deep mid-on, mid-off. And that one goes high in the air. It is JD chasing it, but just about falls few yards short. That was dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. Ball going away from him. And Patel has this almighty swing. 2 runs in there. Timmel again. Signs of desperation. Here we go. A little shorter. Turning. Marty's quickly after it in the covers. Rolls it back to Timmel. No run. Definite signs of turn as Timmel goes in for the next ball. Quicker through the air. Shorter. Again, beautifully fielded by Marty, diving to his left. That was excellent. That was superb. Knocks his glasses off, but certainly did one for the team. Excellent fielding by San Diego here. Marty Kane, the captain. And this one's higher through the air. Hit out there towards the sweeper. Picked up by Murnal, flung in there. One bounce to keeper. Timbawala, batsman amble across for a single. Quicker again, this time wrapped on the pad, playing forward. A little bit of edge, a little bit of an edge, an inside edge onto the pads. Way down the offside. Half-hearted appeal, probably a little bit more a wish and a hope. As Timmel flights this next one, it's up in the air again. Again through the air. And it goes to Sid Matani, who picks it up. Or is that JD? It's JD down at short third man. Timmel Patel, sent down 2 very, very tight overs. 37-year-old from Ahmedabad, Gujarat in India. Timmel is a right-handed batsman, bowls leg spin, playing for the United States of America, and represented the state of Gujarat in the under-16s and under-19s and under-22s. He's played for India under-19s as well, so good track record here. Matani to continue from the far end. Passes umpire Pankaj, flighted, turning into the batsman. Cody Chetty just leans back, pushes it. Not in a hurry here, trying to read the ball, read the pitch. Again flighted down the line, beautifully fielded by the bowler off his old bowling. He's diving to his right, stops what could have been a couple of runs. Mutani getting a little bit more rhythm now. The first over was a little bit loose. He's pushing the ball up, turning it a wee bit into the batsman. And Chetty settles down to face the next ball. Again flighted, leaning forward, wrapped on the pad. Again, a very loud appeal, way outside the off stump. Ball not even close in line with the wickets. Would not have been able to convince umpire Pankaj. Matani. Quicker through the air, dipping into the batsman. Pushed back by Chetty. There won't be a run in that. Flighted again. This one flicked off the pads. backward square leg, and Sri Krishna ready there. Tight bowling, very tight bowling. I think the batsman, after an initial flurry and a show of exuberance, put the ball in the air a couple of times, paid the price with 1 wicket, couple of balls in the air, close catches. And this one swung around, and it goes to out into the deep mid-wicket area. Brindley Richards it is, covering ground. Concedes a single, but that's about it. And at the end of the 4th over now. So Matani's sent down 2. Both bowlers have sent down 2. And the score at the end of 4 overs. Hollywood Master Blasters winning the toss, going into bat. One for 15. Bowling change from the tennis court end. Left arm, spin again, Mrunal Patel. 1 for 15, Hollywood Master Blasters. The first and only wicket so far. Went in the very, very first over. Mrunal, left arm, around the wicket. Slightly outside, short of length, clipped off the back foot to deep point. Sri Krishna there, covering ground, and concedes a single. 1 for 16. Mrunal Patel. Left arm, flighted. Draws the batsman forward, just pushing at it. Nice flight, nice, beautiful arc. Goes in again. Tossed up again, beautifully. And pushed out to short mid-wicket. Sid Matani, the fielder, there. No run again. One more. And this one, he's bowled him. Bowled him. 3 dot balls was just a little bit too much. And Kanishka Chowgal loses his patience, goes for the big one, and the leg stump lights up. 2 down. San Diego with 3 spinners operating so far. 2 of them have been successful. That was an interesting way the bowler drew the batsman into the shot. Pushed through 2 or 3 very quickly. Drew those dot balls. Established that little bit of frustration. And the result, a heave and a hoe, and off you go. So here we are, Hollywood in a little bit of trouble. As Mrunal Patel, American cricketer of Indian origin, has made his debut for the United States national side in July of 2015. Lovely left-handed batsman, left-arm orthodox bowler, as we've seen here today, and has played for the United States under-19 at the 2006 under-19 World Cup. So coming into bat at the fall of the 2nd wicket, Karan Viradia. So Karan coming in at the fall of that 2nd wicket, and a little bit of trouble here. 2 for 16 in about 4.5 overs. So San Diego would be pretty pleased. They did start with spin. It seems to be paying off. The wicket is soft, slow. Takes good batting to bat on a wicket like this. Mrunal gets in. Again, middle and leg. Taken off the toes. Beautifully fielded there. Matani diving to his left. Moving very quickly and diving to his left. Stops what could have been a single. as the ball was streaking away to long on. But a dot ball it is, as Ronald goes in again. This one's driven all along the ground to deep mid-on. Brian Lee Richards picks up the ball, flings it back, a single, and that gets Karan off the mark. Karan hails from Surat in Gujarat, 26-year-old lad, right-handed batsman, right-hand off-break bowler, played for India under 19. So got a lot of talent out here. Young wannabes looking to make their appearance for the United States cricket team. Bowling change from the far end, and it is young Devam Srivastava, under 19 player for San Diego. Oh, that looks like another change. Captain decides, well, young lad, we'll send you back into the field and maybe I'll give myself a bowl. So from the far end, skipper of the San Diego Surf Riders, left arm, Marty Kane from New Zealand. Tremendous amount of diversity here in the team. You've got Brindley Richards from Australia. Marty coming into bowl now from the far end. Passing umpire Pankaj will be bowling to number 10. Karan Patel. Marty around the wicket. First ball. Ooh, that's snorted up there. Middle and leg. That ball took off. Gets the batsman on the shoulder, perhaps. Would that count as a bouncer, I wonder? From a spinner. Marty again. That really spat. Quicker through the air this time. Outside the off stump. Patel, shaping to square cut, decides wisely against it and lets it go through to Timbawala. Third ball from Marty again. Quick one. Chopped down. Matani again pouncing in the ball. A question for a run. Rightly sent back. And Patel has 3 dots now against him. Marty Kane, captain of the Surf Riders, pushes it again outside the off stump. Patel takes a look, raises the bat, wants to have a crack, pulls the bat back. Again, wisely so. Good bowling here from San Diego. Marty in again, getting through his overs very quickly. This one's middle and off, push back. 5 balls, 5 dot balls in a row. If this is the shape of things, we're going to see a big heave and a ho. Let's take a look. Here we go, Marty. Final ball. Yes, it's turning into him, and that looks like a possible maiden. Excellent bowling there by Marty Kane. Former first-class cricketer, played for Central Districts of New Zealand between 2009 and 2017 when he moved over to the United States. So here we are at the end of the 5th over. Hollywood Master Blasters, 2 for 16. Ronald Patel will probably continue from this side. Umpires having a little word. So we have 25% of the innings in, and slow start. Couple of boundaries, couple of wickets, a lot of dot balls. That's the end of the power play, so field spreading out a little bit. Ronald Patel from the tennis court end. Beautiful, beautiful day out here. Absolutely marvelous. Crowd beginning to trickle in. Ronald goes in round the wicket now. Tossed up outside off stump. Dipping into the batsman. Gets the outside edge. Goes to short third man. And it's Zubair. Mrinal Patel dipping in, batsman on the back foot. Nice and tight. Ball turning ever so slowly. Tight fielding, tight bowling. Excellent thinking here. Again, on the middle and off stump, push forward. The ball goes quickly out into the outfield. Devam retrieves it. 6 men on the off. 3 in the on. Mrinal bowling to his fielder on the offside. Here he goes again. Again jamming the batsman in a hurry, wanting to steal that single. Marty Keynes right after it. You can see signs of desperation here beginning to show from the Master Blasters. Very, very tight bowling. Mrinal Patel getting through his over pretty quickly. The batsman again taking a mighty swipe at it. This one's off the back foot. He probably get a single, maybe 2. Nope, Shree's very quickly after it. Nice coverage on the boundary there. Sweeping for his theme. Tall, lanky, from Bangalore, India. A little adjustment in the field. Sid Matani pushed onto the boundary at deep mid-wicket. We probably see this ball being tossed up outside the off stump. Driven beautifully. Marty diving to his right, misses. But Brian Lee's covering for him. A single. And another tight set of bowling. 2 runs off that over. 2 for 18 after 6. 3 runs and over. It's going to have to be a little bit of an explosion at some time, which could perhaps mean a few wickets here and there. But San Diego doing a pretty good job so far. Batsman trying to get used to the wicket. It's playing height-wise pretty true. A little bit of turn, slow turn. Marty has been pushing the ball a little quicker. And continues on after a maiden in the first over. It's Marty. Marty Kane, captain of the San Diego Surf Riders. Bowling to Patel. Karan Patel. That one's in the air and it's over mid-off cover and it's 4 runs. It had to happen. Had to happen. Bogged down a little bit. Ball was flighted outside the off stump and he went the aerial route. So Patel gets 4. Wait a minute, that's not Patel, is it? Here we go. Marty again. Quicker through the air. A little bit of turn there, middle and leg. Turning towards the offside. This one is middle and leg, turning away. Patel goes for a slog sweep. Hits the back. Almost the handle and pops out in front of the wicket. No run. A little excitement here as the pressure mounts. Patel trying to push quickly through. And here he is into the air again. This one will go to the left of mid-off, covered there. And 2 runs. Oh, no, it's 1 quickly sent back. Patel wanted the second one. Good hustle by Zubair Murad. Could have been 2, but Shetty was not interested in the second one. Marty tends to push the ball quickly through the air, getting a little bite. Certainly getting enough bite that's troubling the batsman, but they do want to go for it. Karan Patel taking strike again. Leans back, cracks it, and this one is out to the sweeper. They probably get 1. Going for the second. Yes, they're going for the second as the throw comes in, and Timbawala is right behind it. There was 2 runs. A little hesitancy in the throw by Ayan Desai. The throw was good. Could have been a little bit quicker to release the ball, but 2 runs anyway. Score beginning to tick up a little bit. 2 for 26. Next ball again, played off the back foot. And there we are. End of the 7th over now. 2 for 26, just on tad under 4 runs and over. Probably want to pick that up a little bit, but San Diego spinners at this stage seem to be holding their own and keeping the ball very, very tight. Mrinal Patel will be bowling his 3rd over now. Keeping wickets for San Diego, Ravi Timbawala, United States American cricketer, played for the United States national team 2016 in the ICC World Cricket Club. He's taken play in minor league for San Diego. First ball from Patel outside the off stump. Again, Shetty trying to lean back and smack it across on the offside. Fails to connect. Timbawala collects, and here we go again. Shorter, nicely picked up again at cover point by Timil. Timil Patel took the first wicket for San Diego. Mrinal again, quicker through this one. Predetermined shot, flicks it off. A sweep or a scoop. Very, very fine down to the fine leg boundary, and that's going to be 4. A long time since we've had a 4. And that takes the score up to 30 now. 2 for 30. That was clearly predetermined. The ball was outside the off stump, spinning further away, but there was commitment shown by the batsman. Karan Patel clearly made up his mind before the ball was bowled. His foot was way outside the off stump and predetermined that scoop. Fetched him 4 runs, so I guess it did work. Mrinal again, one Patel to the other, short of length, outside the off stump, cracked away, but there's coverage out in the covers. Sri Krishna picking up the ball and a single. 2 for 31. Batsman beginning to settle down, realizing that there are runs to be had, 1s and 2s. You've got to take it easy out here. Again, short of length. The batsman playing with the spin. Out to coverage again. I can't believe it. That seemed to be a very, very easy single. The batsman chose not to take it. That was 3/4 of the way down to the boundary, and batsman determining it's not the best time to take a run. Patel again. Short, outside the off stump. Same shot. Out this time for a single. To sweeper cover there. Sri Krishna picks it up, and that's the 3rd over sent down by Mrinal Patel. Very, very quick. He seems to be like India's left arm Ravindra Jadeja. Sends his overs through very, very quickly. And now at the end of the 8th over, is it, or 6th? Yep, that's 9 overs completed, 2 for 33. I think San Diego pretty happy with that, I'm sure. So let's see, coming in now, a bowling change, perhaps from the far end. Brian Richards it is. Is it would this be perhaps the first indication of pace bowling? Well, it seems to be. And it will be Brian Richards taking over from Marty Kane at the far end. The road, the creek side. And let's look at the field that Brian Lee wants. No slip. Short 3rd man. Backward point. You've got a sweeper cover out there. Marty will probably get into the covers. And then you got a deep mid off, long on the boundary line. We've got a wide mid wicket, deep mid wicket, right on the fence, backward square leg, and we now have Brinley coming in. Brinley brings a tremendous diversity in himself, ancestry from Britain and Australia, and now a citizen of the United States. So he's had 3 countries that he's been part of. Brinley Richards, operating there from the far end, from Wollongong, New South Wales, 30-year-old, right-hand batsman, right-arm, medium fast bowler. Played for Surrey, second 11. Brinley, and first over off pace as Brinley prepares to send down the first delivery here to Karan Patel. And that's in the air, pushed up a little bit. The ball kind of stopping on him, and goes to Devam Srivastava, and the young lad gets in quickly behind it. Good release, no run. Gentle breeze seems to be blowing here from the west. Brinley comes in, short of length, pushes the batsman on the back foot, into the covers. Marty Kane quickly on top, no run. 2 gentle balls, if I could call them. Nothing really assisting from the wicket. Ball staying at about waist height, but Brinley was on target, jamming it in. Here we go again, Brinley. Again, short. Quick run. Brinley's right after it, almost races the batsman back to the wicket as he scurries back. Karan Patel very anxious to get off this side. Probably would love to see his buddy on the other side, Cody Chetty, getting into the action, but wasn't to be. The batsman going out to the center, having a little chat there. 10th over now, and we're going to be at the halfway mark. I'm sure that the Master Blasters would certainly have liked to have been in the 60 range, not to be at this stage. Brinley, again short, trying to flick it off, and does get a single this one. Gentle hands. And Sri Krishna coming in from short mid-wicket. Can't prevent the single. That's probably more what we need to see. Soft hands, singles, 2s. There are runs to be had. Good batting required. Brinley in for the 5th time this over. 3 dot balls, a single. Nice action. Puts in a lot of effort. Ooh, that one got past his nose. Well, that's the first signs of chin music out here. That ball really came up. Slow. Not something to be worried about, but enough to indicate to the batsman that, what's your chin, young man? What's your chin? Always a little banter from an Aussie. 1 run this over. Pretty tight as here comes Brinley Richards. Again, this one's in the air, and it should be 4 down to the 3rd man boundary. Thick outside edge. As they always say, if you're going to hit the ball on the offside, go for it. And that's exactly what happened. A good hard slash down to 3rd man, no fielder there, and JD can escort it to the boundary. So 4 runs, making it 5 off the over. And this would be now at the end of over number 10. Another change, medium fast again. Jaideep Reddy taking over from Mrunal Patel. And at the end of 10th over, the Master Blasters, 2 for 38. 2 for 38. Jaideep Reddy, JD, popularly known out here in San Diego, one of the local boys. He's played for the San Diego Cricket Club and captains the team. And He'll be bowling from the tennis court end as we begin the second half. 10 overs completed. And the Master Blasters 2 for 38. First wicket was out in the first over, as a matter of fact. Timil, the leg spinner from San Diego, picking up that wicket. And JD will be bowling to a field no slip. Third man. Here goes JD. First ball outside the off stump, about shoulder height, clipped out to backward point. Timil picks up and no run. Score now 2 for 38. JD again from the tennis court end. Short outside the off stump. Ball takes off. That counts as a bouncer for the first one for the over. Outside the off stump and clearly over the shoulder here. Third man point, sweeper cover, short cover, and Martin. Deep mid off. Long on the boundary. Mid wicket and a fine leg. JD this time in the air, nicely picked off. Will that be 4? It's going down towards the long on boundary. Ion nicely to the ball. Flicks it in. Another one of the under 19 players for San Diego. Clearly stopped what could have been 4. Good fielding there. 2 runs. That takes the Master Blasters now into the 40s. Ball from JD was right up, ready to be flicked off. And here he goes again. This one slower outside the off stump, and it's been nudged. This could be 4. Down to third man. Yep, that's again. Ball was in the air for a bit. To the left of third man. There's a slope on that end of the field, so it sort of hustles the ball along. 4 more runs. This is 5 runs of this over so far. Couple of bouncers outside the off stump. And a slower ball here that was mistimed, but 4 nonetheless. Valuable runs. Here we go. JD again. Steaming in. This one's down the leg side. Could be the first wide, or was it off the pad? Luckily off the pad. Interestingly, we're in the 11th over, and there's not been a single wide, no ball, leg by, or a bye. JD ready. For the last time of his first over. Over pitched, taken off the toes, down towards mid-on. Coverage there, single. To end the over, so there were 6 runs in that over now. So the end of 11, it's 2 for 44. Again, I'm sure that the Master Blasters would have liked a lot more than 44 runs at this stage. Batsman asking for a drink. See, here we are, a little bit of a stand between Chetty and Karan Patel. Chetty on 15, Patel 21. And Chetty's got 2 4s in his 15, while Patel has 3 in his 21. Change of bowling. Munal Patel comes in for his 4th over. Again, pretty attacking field. Short third man, backward point, sweeper cover, short cover, deep and wide, mid-off, long on the fence. Backward, square leg, mid-wicket, both on the fence, and a short backward square leg. Ronald. Short outside the off stump, smacked away down towards the sweeper cover. We'll just get a single for that. 2 for 45. Current goes to 22 now. Cody Chetty taking strike here. Mrunal Patel from the far end. Quicker through the air, short and whipped around towards deep mid-wicket, but coverage there by Brinley Richards, and a single. Oh, good throw, straight onto the stumps. The wickets light up. Batsman's well past the wicket keeper. Nothing to worry about. Two down, and 47 runs on the board as we are in the 12th over now. Little adjustment in the field as Mrunal goes in. Over pitch, thick outside edge. JD's after it. The batsmen have gone through for one. That's probably all they'll get as JD picks up and goes for the second. Yep, the little slipping. And 2 runs. It could have been a single. JD slides into a dive. Probably could have picked it up and released the ball. But 2 runs nonetheless, and we're up to 49 now. 2 for 49. Master Blasters coming back after 2 quick wickets in the first 4 overs. This one's flighted short, dipping into the batsman. That ball really dipped. It was up in the air and then dipped. Batsman going forward and then decides to go deep into the crease, crack it off the back foot. Bowler feels off his own bowling, and here's Mrunal Patel. Tossed up again. This one's out into the air. Almighty swipe. Timberwala whips off the bails in a hurry. The back foot was planted well inside, and the umpire wouldn't have anything to do other than put back the bails, and let's get the game on again. 2 for 49. 12th over here. Tight left arm spin bowling by Mrunal Patel. Bowling to Karan Patel. This one again into the air, down to sweeper. One bounce, 2 bounces, picked up and flung out there. 2 runs, good coverage by Ayan Desai. End of the 12th over, and that is the 50. The 50 for the Hollywood Master Blasters. 12 overs as a little bit of a drink break comes along. Good start, and let's take a quick review of what's happened today. A partnership beginning to develop. The 2 people out today. The first one to go in the very first over was Nisar Patel, was bowled by Timil Patel in the very first over for 4 runs. He did hit 1 boundary in that and got a little over enthusiastic, went for a big one and was clean bowled. Didn't last too long. And the second wicket also of the other opener, Kanishka. Kanishka was bowled by Mrunal Patel, again going for a big one after a few dot balls. He was out for 5. And after that, we've seen a pretty good consolidation by the 2 batsmen right now as we go into the 13th over of the game. 2 for 51. A car alarm sounding in the distance. Someone certainly not happy with this. Distraction for the batsman. Timul back in the attack from the tennis court end. First ball short, turning. Marty Kane flinging himself to his left, stops the ball. Prevents a second run, but concedes the first as we nudge up to 2 for 52 now. Batsman certainly instructed to go for the runs, and Timul there to do otherwise. This one's in the air. It's a beautiful catch there on the boundary. That is an absolutely marvelous catch. Outside the off stump, cross bat, slammed it into the air, and Zubair on the second attempt holds on to that catch. Good innings, good innings. He had to go for it. And that's the end of Karan Patel. Would have just loved to have put it a little higher and clear the net. That ball was taken on the boundary by Zubair. Murad running to his right, taking that catch. Marvelous catch there. Important breakthrough, and Timmel it is again. Second wicket for him. He's been very, very economical. Ball spinning with the wrist. And so we have 3 for 52 of 12 and a half overs. Timmel gets his second wicket now, the wicket of Karan Viradya Patel. Out caught by Zubair Murad for 26. He made that of 34 balls, 3 fours. No sixes so far, strike rate of 76.47. That's a wicket San Diego is certainly looking for, as we have the new batsman coming in now. We're going to get a name on that. So Cody Chetty on strike now. I think the batsman had crossed over. Timmel goes into bowl. Short outside the off stump, flatter ball coming straight through, and it's cut very well down towards third man. They probably get 2, looking for the third. Yes, they're going for the third with the throw. The throw's coming in, but and a good throw too. Good throw. 3 runs. That's a good start off there. Clearly, you could see that Cody was looking for that third run, and he got it. So Prithu Baskota at the stumps now, taking guard. Number 99, Prithu Baskota. The offside strengthening a little bit. A slip comes into place. Slip, backward, point, cover point, sweeper cover. Short back again after technical difficulties. Brinley Richards. Short and high, snapped over the wicketkeeper's head. There's no third man here. 4 runs as JD escorts the ball to the side screen. Again, good thinking by Prithu Baskota. Have a slash hard, and rewarded handsomely as the ball flew over what would have been, a deep slip. But certainly no one there to stop it. 4 more runs, and picking up some momentum here. Master Blasters 3 for 62 now. 3 for 62. That was short, waiting to be hit, and hit it was. Brinley Richards from the far end, again short. This one's nasty, coming up, wraps him on his glove, and good covering there. Marty flinging himself to his right, preventing overthrows, but a single it is. And Prithu probably delighted to be at the other end. Took that one on the knuckles. There was a clear ouch as he And here we are again after a technical pause out here. Not much happening. Not much happening here. Master Blasters 3 for 69. And we're now in the middle of the 16th over as Brinley coming in to bowl from the far end. Again, push quickly out towards cover. Marty picks it up, tosses it back. No run. You can clearly see the Master Blasters now showing some worry. Certainly an under par score. Prithu Baskota from Nepal. Young lad, 29 years old. Just a few days ago, matter of fact. Brinley. Oh, totally predetermined. A little embarrassing as Prithu lands on his undercarriage. Predetermined shot. Try to scoop it on to the leg side. Wide outside the off stump. Brinley follows him. And as they say, he lands with all fours up. Hands and legs in the air. Bottom on the ground. Not a pleasant sight. Brinley from the far end. Swing and a miss outside the off stump. Ravi Timbawala takes a crack at the wickets. Doesn't miss it. Didn't have any real concern here. Batsman was well inside the crease. Prithu Baskota desperate to put on some runs now as the scoreboard tightens the noose around the Master Blasters. 8 and 14 balls. And this one's in the air. Bounce once and a single results. Good over. Slower ball went into the air, but pretty safe for a single. That takes Prithu up to 9. And the score nudges up to 3 for 70. 3 for 70 of 17 overs. Was that 16 overs? So that's 4 overs to go. 24 balls. 3 for 70 runs. Brinley's bowled 3 overs, none for 16. And Sid Matani. 3 overs, none for 11. Been very economical. Little chat out there. And it will be Tamil taking the ball from the tennis court end. So Tamil Patel will be bowling his 4th and last over. He's been clearly the most successful of the San Diego bowlers. 2 wickets in the bag so far as he goes in. First ball is in the end. He's gone. That was beautifully executed. Prithu was in a hurry. There was no doubt about it. Clearly wanting to look for quick runs. Came down the wicket. Tamil holds it back. Ball spins viciously outside. No chance for the batsman. Ravi Timbawala had the easiest job in the world. Flick the bails off. Light up those stumps. And that's the 4th wicket gone for the Hollywood Master Blasters. As we are now in the 17th over. 4 for 71. And the last batsman to go was Prithu Baskota, stumped by keeper Ravi Timbawala. Was probably waiting for that. Every wicketkeeper loves to have a leg spinner on the other end. That's the moment of fame for them. Good chances for stumping. Somehow as a wicketkeeper, a stumping always looks better than a catch. So here we are, into the 17th over. Tamil Patel, 3 for 12. Brilliant, brilliant bowling so far. Clearly having a man of the match type game so far. And it's Khalid Zadran to the wicket now to join Cody Chetty. Cody certainly looking for help here. The first ball spins viciously again. A very, very half-hearted shot by Zadran. Didn't go forward, didn't go back. Feet just rooted into the crease. Tamil Patel to Zadran. Short and turning. This looks like a run-out opportunity. Oh, that ball just clipped before it could. It was on track to hit the wickets. A little desperate run, but a run nonetheless for Zadran, who's off the mark. Timul Patel to Chetty, the one anchor here. First tries to steer it down to third man. Misses the ball. Taken by Timbawala. Just absolutely beautiful, Shane Warne-like. Another one, straight down, middle and off, turning viciously. The batsman leaning forward, comprehensively beaten. Nicely taken by Timbawala, and it's back in the hands of Timul. Sends it down again. This one's a flipper. A quick run, nicely put to the left of Devam. Flicks it back, hits the wickets. That was a good little flick by Devam. A single nonetheless, and end of over number 17 as the score nudges up to 4 for 72. 4 for 72. Scoreboard so far, Kanishka Chowgal bowled by Mrinal Patel for 5. Nisar Patel was bowled by Timul Patel in the first over for 4. Cody Chetty still there, 26 of 36 balls, doing his job at least. The others have let him down a little bit, although Karan Viradya Patel scored 26 before he was caught by Zubair Murad of Timul again. And Prithu, the last batsman now, Prithu Baskota, stumped by Timbawala of Patel for 9. Khalid Zadran, the batsman, in on 1. And at the end of the 17th over, it's 4 for 71. Marty Kane into the attack from the far end. Marty's ball, 2 overs, 1 maiden, no wicket for 7. Here he comes from the far end. Short, smacked off the back foot. There's a single, probably 2 as it goes to deep cover, but just a single. Ayan Desai, the fielder. 4 for 73, Marty to Zadran. Quicker through the air. This one's turning. Wild swing. Head nowhere near the ball. Up in the air. Exactly opposite to copybook cricket. But no one's copying any book at this stage. It's throw the book at it and see where the ball goes. No run again. Marty preparing to bowl from the far end to Zadran. Quicker again. This one's high in the air. It's Koos catches it. Marty's under it. Taking a good look. Oh, that ball swung in the air and it's put down. That was in the air. Marty asked for it. Went right under. You could see a little swirl. The ball evading him as he puts down that cotton bowled. That ball was up in the air for a long time. A single nonetheless. And that takes Zadran's played pretty streaky, but he gets a single nonetheless, as I said. And here we are. This one is short. It's cracked on the leg side. And this time it's taken. This time it's taken. Short. And actually that was Zadran. The previous ball was Cody. So Cody was put down. Zadran goes for a big one and finds the outfield. So Brian Lee Richards gobbles it up. So a little reprieve for Marty, a little saving grace there. Previous ball, he dropped the catch of his own bowling, but made up for it nonetheless. I'm sure he would have loved to have Cody out instead. Cody's the one that's been providing quite a challenge to the San Diego team. But good wicket to have. Good wicket to have. Puts a little more pressure on the batsman. 3 overs to go. And clearly something that we wanted. So Marty, has bowled 2 overs and 4 balls. And 1 wicket for 10. Certainly deserved that one. At the wicket now, number 19. Basant, left-handed batsman here. field spreading out on the leg side, as you would expect. Basant Regmi taking guard. Marty coming in for the 5th ball of this over. Again, I'm sure he was hoping that he could have taken Cody instead if you gave him that option. Cody instead of Zadran, but nevertheless, a wicket is a wicket. And here comes Marty for the 5th ball of his over. Quicker through the air, offside. That was a giveaway ball. Lucky for him. Short, wide, a lot of width in that. Batsman has a mighty crack. Manages to find Mrinal Patel in the covers. Marty strengthens the offside. And about to send in the last ball nicely down, middle and leg. We'll have to wait for the umpire's signal. If it was a leg by, nope, looks like he got a bat to it. So Basan gets off the mark with a single. Cody on 27. And the score 5 for 76. So it looks like it's Sid Matani. Sid Matani will be bowling the 17th. 19th over, the penultimate over. Master Blasters certainly would look for a lot of runs, but good decision by Marty to bring in an off spinner to a left-handed batsman. Sid playing for the United States, wily spinner like Tamal Patel. Both of them have been excellent today. As Sid goes round the wicket, swipe down to short third man, a possibility. Quick pick up and throw from short third. Timbawala whipping off the bails. No real worry there. Single. No single there. Looking for one. Sid Matani. Quicker. Same position. This time it's short, thrown in, and a wild throw, but nicely covered up there by Devam. A single, another one, and every run, every ball gets us closer towards the end of the innings. Hollywood Master Blasters looking for every single, and San Diego obviously trying to prevent one. So Basan gets a single. It's a second. And Cody's going to have to go for it now. Sid Matani going around the wicket to Cody Chetty. It's short again. Cracked off their back foot. They go for the single, going for the second one. There's 2 easy runs. Good thinking. Singles and twos also add to the score. Doesn't have to be a 4 every ball. And that's kind of what's happened in the early stages when the Master Blasters went out looking for big hits and paid the price. Chetty's been marvelous, looking for those runs, and it shows. Now, this one's down the wicket. He comes charging down, mistimes, gets an inside edge to backward square leg. Jaideep Reddy, good throw back there. Single for Chetty. Moves into his 30s now. Still batting at about a 76.92 strike rate, but the fact of the matter is he scored almost half the runs. Again. Oh, this is out. A switch hit by the left-handed batsman here. Basant looking to do a switch hit, takes a fine edge, and Ravi Timbawala gobbles it up. 6th wicket down there for the Master Blasters. I'm sure they would have liked to have a lot more runs on the board. 6 for 80. And Sid Matani snaps up Basant Regmi. So, was that bowled? Looks like it was bowled. Yeah, I didn't see the stumps light up. So it is. It's back on. And 6 for 80. 9 balls to go. We're going to have an all-out blast here, maybe? Well, Master Blasters are going to have to live up to their name and blast their way out in the last over, which will be bowled for second last over, I guess. Sid Matani, a new batsman in here, Dayan Ranatunga. He's going to have to give Cody as much of the strike at this stage. First ball. Off the flap, ball turning in, takes the pads, and it's going down to the final leg boundary, and it will, in fact, get there for 4. The slope clearly going against the fielder. That was a disappointment. The ball turned sharply. A shout by Sid. I'm sure he was more out of enthusiasm than reality. It was pitched wide outside the off stump. The batsman shuffling across, clearly outside the line of the off stump, takes it on the pad and trickles all the way down to the final leg boundary for 4. Valuable runs for the Master Blasters. Valuable runs. You take it any way, which way. 4 runs is 4 runs. And at the end of the 19th over, 6 for 84. And it will be the captain, Marty Kane, to conclude the 20th over. He's going to have to bowl real tight here because clearly you're going to see some fireworks from Cody Chetty. Chetty is 30 of 39 balls. New batsman Dayan Ranatunga's in there because Regmi was the previous batsman out bowled by Matani. First ball. Shot and cracked into the air. That's gone high, 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 and could be the first 6 of the match. Yes, that's it. The first 6 of the match over deep mid-on. Cody leaning back, has a mighty, mighty crack. There's nothing to lose at this stage. Now, every run is going to count. Every run's going to count, and that was a mighty blow. Beautiful shot. Timed it well. Sid gets back here. 6 for 90. And again, high in the air. This one's cracked again, and down to Mrinal Patel. He gets 2. And he's out. What a throw, and what an absolutely acrobatic flick by skipper Marty Kane. That was athleticism at its best. At one stage, you were looking at 2 effortless runs. Ball was hit high and deep to the sweeper. Excellent throw there. Marty Kane was about a couple of yards off. He decided not to hit. He dived and took out the bails at the non-striker, and brilliant run out. Absolutely brilliant. And there goes the 7th wicket. 7 for 91. They did get 1 run off that. New batsman in is Ajay Imadi. Cody Chetty still at the wicket though, and does have strike because they did go back for the second. It resulted in a run out, but nevertheless Cody gets 4 more shots at the ball. He's already got 7 of this over. Clearly looking to get as many. Every run counts. Probably trying to get that 3-figure mark as Marty bowls. Short, crack to the backward point. Devam's after it, single. And bringing a new batsman on, which is probably something Marty would like. The bowler always wants to see a new batsman at the crease. And Ajay taking his guard there. Getting a couple of words from Cody, probably wanting a single at this stage, I would think. You certainly don't want to have a new batsman trying to go for the ropes. Probably get out doing that. Marty's got 3 balls to go. And Ajay Imadi to take strike. 7 for 92. Flighted in the air. And this may be buys. We'll have to wait for the umpire's signal. Oh, that was actually off the... it is a buy. It is a buy. That ball took off. Got Timberwall on the glove. Popped into the air. Single nonetheless. But most importantly for the Master Blasters, it brings Cody back on strike. Marty Kane. And this one's hit straight back to the bowler. Marty diving to his right. Prevents more than a single. Just a single for him. Again, I think Marty would really like that. prevented 4, gave away a single, but most importantly brings a new man on strike. 7 for 94. 2 balls to go for this innings. Marty Kane. Short, smacked, and that should go all the way. That was short and over the fence. Second 6 of the match. Brilliant. That's not what Marty wanted. Certainly not wanting to give away 6 runs of that. 2 6s in this last over, and that does bring to the end the magical number that San Diego wanted. The magical number. 6 runs to close the innings, short ball. But San Diego did well. 7 for 100, so they will be chasing 101 runs. Very gettable on a wicket like this. As we watch the change of innings. Good innings from Cody. You know, did have a 6 in it. So here we are at the halfway mark, the first innings. Hollywood Master Blasters losing a wicket in their very first over when Nisar Patel was bowled by Timul Patel for 4. He had 1 4 in it. Kanishka Chaugai Patel was bowled by Mrunal Patel for 5, and those 2 quick wickets put a lot of pressure. Then a little bit of a comeback by Cody Chetty and Karan Viradya Patel. Consolidated, looked for singles, 2s, a couple of 4s, and Karan was then brilliantly caught by Zubair Murad off the bowling of Timul Patel for 26, made with 34 balls and 3 4s in it, strike rate of 76. And next to go was Prithu Baskora, brilliantly stumped by Ravi Timbawal off the bowling of Timul Patel for 9. Took 16 balls to get that, so put a little bit of pressure on his partner there, Cody Chetty, who remained not out with 39 of 43 balls with 2 4s and a heave-ho 6 in the last over of the match. Khalid Zadran, was fishing around a little bit, finally lost his nerve and went for a big one, caught by Brindley Richards deep out there in mid-wicket off Marty Kane for 3. And next to go was Basant Regmi, bowled by Matani, going for a big shot again, made 2 runs of 5 balls. Dayan Ranatunga, brilliantly run out by Marty Kane at the non-striker's end. A good throw from Mrunal Patel, and Marty diving to knock the bails off. Didn't get a bat, Dayan Ranatunga, one ball, and didn't trouble the scorers at all. So Ajay Imadi played just 2 balls, and one of them, the last ball of the innings, sent way into the trees over mid-wicket for 6. So 6 extras, pretty good when you think of it. In this form of the game, the extras make a huge difference. There was 1 by, 4 leg bys, and 1 wide. So all in all, a very gettable score. It will be something that San Diego will have to work hard at. But there are runs in this wicket. It's a matter of application. For the bowling, Timul Patel, clearly the pick of the bowlers. 4 overs, 3 for 14 with a economy rate of 3.5. Brilliant bowling. From the other end, opening with spin was Sid Matani. 4 overs, 1 for 15. Another brilliant spell. Left arm spinner Mrunal Patel. 4 overs, 1 for 17. Skipper Marty Kane. 4 overs, 1 for 26. Most of which came in that last over of his. And then the 2 pace bowlers were the 4th and 5th, or the 5th and 6th bowlers. Brindley Richards, 3 overs, none for 16. And Jaideep Reddy had only 1 over, of which he gave 7 runs. Follow wickets. first wicket was Nisha Patel, gone with a score at 5. Chaga was the second to go at 16. Karan Virati was third, 52. A little bit of a stand there of 36 runs. And then Baskot was the fourth one to go at 70. Zadran 75, so 5 for 75. 6 for 80, which was Regmi. And the seventh and last wicket in the last over was Ranadu. So 7 for 91, and brilliant finish with a massive 6 by Ajay Imadi. So here we are at the end of this first half. The players warming up, and we'll take a short break, get back to you to resume the innings of San Diego Surf Riders chasing 101 runs. Well, here we go. Round two. The San Diego Surf Riders chasing 101 runs to win the inaugural game here in the minor league cricket. Players settling in, checking out the field. Opening the batting for San Diego, tall, lanky Sri Krishna from Bangalore, India. Very strong player off the front foot. And Mrinal Patel, left-handed, very dapper, nudges the ball around but can hit it hard when he needs to. So let's check this out. Dayan Ranatunga, the wicketkeeper, standing way back, indicating that the Master Blasters will start with medium fast. Unlike San Diego, that focused a lot on spin. Ranatunga, the son of famous Arjuna Ranatunga, captain of the winning Sri Lanka team, 1996 World Cup. Very, very famous game there where Sri Lanka made history, taking out Australia in the finals. And Ranatunga was not only the captain but played a remarkable role there. So starting from the far end, bowling left arm over the wicket past umpire Pankaj, the first ball. Sorry, right arm around the wicket actually. It looked like a left-handed. And here's San Diego off, a little nudge, and Mrinal's off to the races with a single. So, pardon my mistake, it was clearly the run-up of a left-handed bowler, but turns out that operating from the far end there was Khalid Zadran. Single brings us the total chaseable number to 100, and San Diego will be looking to get that into double figures, I'm sure, as soon as possible. Zadran to Sri Krishna. Short, kicking up, dust flying as the ball goes past a very tall Sri Krishna's shoulder. First ball reared up a little bit. A lot of chatter going on in the field. Friendly, of course. Loud as can be. Nisar Patel cheering on Zadran as he comes in for the third time. Bowling to Sri Krishna. Short again. Krishna drops his wrist, lets it go through. Slow, I would say. Ball's not taking off. It is holding, though. The pitch is holding. So the batsmen are going to be a little bit watchful. The tendency will be to play the shot, and the ball then travels a little slower than expected and could easily miss time. Got to be watchful. Zadran. This one's flicked off the front foot down to short backward square leg. A single. So both batsmen off the mark with singles. San Diego none for two. Zadran prefers to go around the wicket for the left-handed Mrinal Patel. No slip. Short third man, fine deep third man on the fence wide gully actually. The short as Zadran bowls. This one again nudged around the corner for a single. Good batting. 3 singles already. No rush in here. Asking rate is just about 5 runs and over. San Diego none for 3. And a good rotation, the left-handed, right-handed, troubling the bowler a little bit. He has to now go over the wickets. So let's go through the field again. Wide gully, third man almost on the fence, cover point, deep extra cover, and mid-off on the offside. Zadran. Short and wide. First wide of the innings. Happily accepted by San Diego. Nudges the score up to 4. None for 4. We're in the first over. Continuing on the onside, there's a mid-on, a deep mid-wicket, and fine leg about halfway to the fence. Zadran. This one's in the air, over the infield. They'll get 2 for that at least. There we go for the first one, and ambling around Sri Krishna for the second. Safe shot. Safe shot. It was in the air, but with the power play on, you've got everyone within 30-yard line. So 2 more for Sri Krishna at the end of the first over. None for 6. Krishna on 3. Mrunal Patel 2, and 1 wide so far. San Diego did pretty well. There was only 1 wide in the entire innings, which is reasonable in a 2020 match. 6 extras in total, 4 of which came off the batsman's pads. 1 by.
Hi, epic party last night. How are you gonna top this today?
Oh, you'll see. At the wedding.
The far end from the tennis court end, operating off spin, Karan Patel. So I think Hollywood Master Blaster is taking something out of the book of San Diego and opening with an off spinner. Bowling to Mrunal Patel with a slip in place. First ball. Short, spinning, cracked out there to cover point. No run. Was hit really hard. A little loosener there from Karan Patel. Going around the wickets to Mrunal. Short and wide. Gets past the slips there. They've gone through for 1. They'll go back for the second. The ball does tend to go down the slope, but it's well covered. 2 runs there. Two more to the score. None for 7. Got an inner edge or bottom edge to that one. Short and wide. Here we go. This one's much better flighted, driven powerfully. No run in it. Karan trying to get his length. He's been flighting the ball pretty well. Here he goes again. This one's played with deliberation and respect that it deserved. Middle and leg, and Mrunal Patel pushes it back. No run. Karan Patel to Mrunal Patel. This one kicks up. Kicks up from outside off stump. Mrunal is forward. The ball rips off. Taken by the keeper, Ranatunga. Almost shoulder height. Last ball of the over. Beaten again. That's good bowling. Excellent bowling. Good air. Nice loop. Getting a lot of bite out of the wicket. Mrunal comprehensively beaten, but survives. End of over 2. San Diego none for 8, chasing a total of 101 to win this match. The inaugural minor league. A shout out to minor league cricket for getting the first weekend of official league cricket in the United States. 27 teams will vie for the championship, and hoping that Major League will follow in a couple of years. From the far end, Zadran to Sri Krishna. Short and wide, he tries to tap it down, gets an inside edge, not very comfortable, could have ricocheted onto the wicket, but fortunately for him, a few bounces down to keeper Ranatunga. Zadran beginning to get his length line. Sri Krishna, tall, lanky, from Bangalore, India. This one is hit high in the air, way over mid-off. That probably will land and die, but over the fence. Oh, it's actually 2 and maybe 3. 3 runs in there. The ball was really high, took a lot of air, could have gotten 4, but because of the height, it sort of dug into the ground, and 3 runs to it nevertheless. 3 runs. Krishna's not scared to put the ball into the air. We've seen him do it twice already. He's got that height, terrific height. San Diego none for 11 as we continue into the third over. Khalid Zadran bowling around the wicket to the left-handed Mrunal Patel. Gets comfortably behind it, nudges it down. Wicketkeeper steps forward to pick up the ball. There won't be a run in that. For the left-handed Mrunal, we've got a wide gully, deep third man, backward point, cover point, a cover mid-off, wide mid-on, backward square leg. Zadran, over-pitched, down on the leg side, tries to flick it away, wrapped on the pads. A little bit of an appeal, half-hearted though it is. I won't be getting any interest from umpire Pankaj on that one. A lot of chatter. San Diego seemed to be much quieter. The Master Blasters urging their team on to defend modest score of 100. That's short and wide and will be declared a wide. Rank bad ball. Mrunal disdainfully looking at it. Seriously outside the off stump. Another single to the score. None for 13. Zadran from the far end. Outside the off stump, Mrunal leaning into it, pulls his bat back and lets it through to keeper Ranatunga. Much better bowling. Much better bowling. The problem is when you have a left-handed, right-handed combination, it does throw off the bowlers, so there is a higher probability of wides and balls not directed exactly where the bowler wants. Zadran, round the wicket. And this one's again nudged around the corner for an effortless single. Good soft hands. Excellent batting. If there's a difference between San Diego and Hollywood Master Blasters, it was Hollywood were more inclined to go for the big shots very early, paid the price, and it was someone like Cody Chetty who showed probably San Diego how to play on this wicket. It's okay to go at 5 or 6 and over, and that's exactly what he did. Compiled a very, very neat 30-plus runs and remained not out. Continuing on from the tennis court end then. No change here. Karan Patel to left-handed Mrunal Patel. Short turning. A lot of appealing. Not out. Not out, says umpire. A lot of screaming and yelling. Mrunal Patel indicating that his bat was not near the ball. A little conference there between the two umpires. Not out. So Mrunal survives. A lot of drama here. And Mrinal having a smile at this one. That was a good ball. It pitched, straightened out. Mrinal looking for the turn that was not there. Good bowling here from Karan Patel. As he prepares to send down the next one to Mrinal. Flighted. Mrinal is down the wicket, cracking it to mid-off. Get a single for it. Good, sensible. Not perturbed by the previous drama that took place. And nudges the score up to 14. That brings Sri Krishna for the first time to take on the bowling of Karan Patel. Karan's going to have to pull back his length. Krishna's a really tall lad and could put his foot down. But it also means that you're going to see a few balls in the air. Karan to Sri Krishna. Faster through the air. Played soft hands to short mid-wicket. No run. Here we go again. Karan Patel from the tennis court end. Again this one. Krishna keeps it on the ground. Short mid-wicket picks up again. Won't be any run. Sensible batting. Very, very tight bowling. Good cricket all round. Faster, turning. Krishna tries to cut it. The ball comes sharply back into him. Gets the top. And, moves over to short square leg. And our slip now seems to have gone to backward short leg. Looking for the ball to turn. Overpitched, almost a full toss. Krishna smacks it into the covers. Single. Fielded excellently there by Kanishka Chauga. End of over number 4. San Diego making a sedate start. Zadran has bowled 2 overs, none for 11. And Karan just completing his second over. None for 14. Bowling change. Is it a bowling change? Yep, looks like we have a bowling change. Number 11, Ajay Imadi. Ajay will be bowling to the left-handed Mrinal. Young lad here, one of the under-19, first under-19 player here to actually get a bowl. San Diego's under-19 bowlers were rested, I guess, for this innings. And Ajay, I understand, is in the reserves for the United States under-19 team. We're bowling off-spin to the left-handed Mrinal Patel. A slip backward point. Cover point, cover. Deep mid-off. Mid-on, wide mid-wicket. Deep mid-wicket on the fence and a backward short leg. A backward square leg, I'm sorry. Here we go. Under-19 to the veteran Mrinal Patel. Around the wickets he goes. First ball, short and wide outside the off stump and declared a wide. Ball spinning. Mrinal looks around. Tried again. Here we go. Around the wickets. Flighted. Once again, wide outside the off stump, but this time not called a wide, and rightly so. The young lad, Ajay, taking his time to settle in, a little worried about putting the ball on the stumps, inviting the batsman to fling his arms outside the off stump. Goes in again. This one's flighted. Played all along the ground for a single. Sri Krishna was not really ready for it, but with his long strides is able to get across to the other side. A single then for Mrinal Patel. as San Diego nudge on to no wicket for 16. That brings the right-handed, tall, lanky Sri Krishna. Let's see what Ajay has in store for him. It's going to be a nice battle here between the youngster and a tall Sri Krishna. Flighted, taken off the back foot, and a quick run again. Good hands, soft hands. A single to Sri Krishna. Takes the score up to none for 17. Both batsmen settling in, happy to have singles. Not a boundary yet in this innings. Slight change in field. The offside being strengthened a little bit. You could have got 3 men on the onside for a left-hander, but the ball is turning away from him, so the offside is packed a little bit more as Ajay Imadi prepares to bowl to Krunal Patel. Mrinal Patel, and this is again outside the off stump. Ever so close to that outside line for a wide, but just enough to have the batsman think about a shot, and that's all they're looking for at this stage. Flighted again, and this one's high in the air. It's fielder under it, or is it over? It's over the fence. Straight drive right above the side screen, and that's the first 6 from Mrinal Patel. Did take the aerial route just above the side screen, and that's 20 runs now to San Diego. It's actually 23. Mrinal Patel hitting the first boundary of the innings, 6 runs. And a lot of the youngsters here cheering on. Everyone likes to see a 6. That's what 2020 is all about. We've seen 2 of them in the first innings, and and both of them in the last over of the innings. So, as they say, the master blaster saved the best for last. Put a lot of pressure now on the youngster, Ajay. Let's see how he comes back. Mrinal 13 with 1/6 of 18 balls, and Sri Krishna 7 of 11. Again, Ajay Imadi from the far end to Mrinal Patel. Tossed up again. Mrinal tucks his bat way behind, watches it through. Good enough in the first over for San Diego. I'm not sure whether Ajay would be pleased with the number of runs conceded. 9 runs of his first over so far. And San Diego now chasing 78 runs in 15 balls. I say in 15 overs, 90 balls. Have all their wickets intact, so a run rate of 5.2 is very reasonable. None for 23 off the first 5 overs. Change in the bowling. Number 19, Basant Regme will be taking over here on the tennis court end. Karan Patel was replaced here, and he actually did have some good turn. Basant left arm. Let's see the spin he gets, because this wicket is certainly spinning far more conducive to spin, responsive, ball turning ever so slowly. So the batsman with good cricket technique should be able to navigate this. Bowlers having just a little bit of advantage if they put the ball in the right place, like the San Diego spinners. Here we go. First ball from Basant to the tall and lanky Sri Krishna. Glides it down to backward point, short third man almost, and checking out the bowler. No rush here. Basant Remy to Sri Krishna. Tossed up again. He waits. Ball skids through. Ranatunga collects it. Basant has actually played one-day internationals for Nepal. Wily left-arm spinner. Once again, this one coming in with the arm. Sri Krishna, ever so watchful, pats it back, shaping to hit and realizing the ball was coming in with the arm. Not a good shot to play. And respecting it, pushes it back to the bowler. None for 23, San Diego. Basant Regmi changing his field. He's got his sweeper cover going way out onto the boundary. Brings in mid-wicket from cow corner to short mid-wicket. Clearly going to be attacking the off stump. Flighted again in this one. Sri Krishna going for a big slog. Takes it on the pads. Down on one knee. Keeper Ranatunga runs across to pick it up. There won't be a single in that. So here we go. Basant Ragmi. Sri Krishna certainly wanting to have a go at it. Watchful. Glides this one down to short third man. No run in it. Excellent bowling. Tight, deliberate, asking the batsman to have a go. Good battle here between bat and ball. Hollywood Master Blasters have 100 runs to defend. San Diego's picked up almost a quarter of them without loss. And this time it's gone cracking shot there. It's a beautiful shot all along the ground. That will be 4 runs. That will be 4 runs. Krishna waiting, realizing that the aerial route was far more risky. Sacrifices 2, gets 4. Good cricket there. End of the over. And at the end of the 7th over now, was that the 6th over? I think it's the end of the 6th over. San Diego, none for 27. None for 27. That ends the power play, which means now the field spreads out. A better chance for spinners to put the ball a little bit more in the air, entice the batsman. Ajay gets another turn. Flighted outside the off stump. Mrinal gives it the respect it deserves, pushes it back. Won't be a run in that. Good comeback by the young lad, Ajay. Mrinal Patel, watchful. There he goes, in the air again. This one is safe. Between cover and mid-on, they get 2, and it actually will get 3. There's a misfield there, and 3 easy runs for Mrinal Patel. Probably an extra run conceded there, but 3 nonetheless. A little bit of a misfield out in the deep cover region. So Mrinal gets 3. San Diego creep up to none for 27 now. Was that none for 30? Brings the right-handed Sri Krishna in the field. Switches around a bit. Let's see what Sri Krishna can do with the youngster Ajay Amadi. Ajay preferring to go around the wicket. The slip comes around. Nirag Patel comes to backward short leg. Flighted into the block hold. Sri digs it out. Picked up there by Kanishka. Ajay Amadi. Oh, this one bounces, middle and leg. Sri Krishna smothers the spin, pushes it down, and picked up it backward, short leg by Nisar Patel. Good bowling, young kid. This one is nicely guided down by Sri Krishna. Will pick up a single down to short third man. Didn't Didn't have to do much, just gliding it. Another single. Scoreboard ticking along. Good start for San Diego, unlike Hollywood, where they lost the first wicket in the first over. Imadi going around the wicket to the left-handed now. Hit into the air. This one is falling short of long on. Or long off. They get a single. Runs beginning to trickle in for San Diego. And we're now at the end of the 8th over. 5 runs off it. Both the openers taking their time, keeping the ball mostly on the ground with singles and twos, and occasionally we've seen a little flurry and particularly a delightful straight drive by Mrinal Patel right into the side screen or right over it. Change in bowling. Nisar Patel takes over from the tennis court end. Nisar Patel will be bowling to the left-handed Mrinal Patel. A slip backward point, deep cover, extra cover, long off on the boundary, long on the boundary, mid-wicket, square leg, and a deep mid-wicket right on the fence. Mrinal settles in, left-handed batsman, and we have a left-arm bowler. A full toss, flicked straight to short mid-wicket. Full toss again, or dipping in. That was a good ball, actually. Dipping into Mrinal. Mrinal going for a full toss. Takes it on the half volley, pushes it back to the bowler. No run again. Faster one. Mrinal is defensively forward. Copybook. 3 dot balls. Good batting. Excellent batting. We've got a substitute actually in the field. Venu Kalyam is on. Wonder who's off. He's at short mid-wicket. Anyway, here we go again. This one hits straight along the ground. A single to deep mid-off. And Mrinal gets off strike. Ajay Imadi on the long off. Boundary picking up here. Field switches over for the right-handed Sri Krishna. Beautiful day. Sun's out. As next one is short and turning viciously. Good turn, good bounce, good length, and it was really the bounce that took it straight over the middle stump. Krishna could have been in trouble, but I believe he understood that bounce and straight through to keeper Ranatunga. This one is pushed straight past to the bowler, fielded, and another quick over. Over's going through really quickly here, mainly because we've had spinners operating for all but about 3 overs of the entire match. San Diego had 17 out of the...
Comedy, thrillers or dramas. Watch your favorite Desi shows from Sony Live and Boot with Sling TV's Desi Binge Pack for just $5 per month for the first 3 months. Sling TV. Get set. Binge.
Karan Patel now goes switching ends. Will be bowling from the creek side end, the far end of the ground. And facing him will be the left-handed Mrinal Patel. 8 overs gone. San Diego 1/3 of the way there, none for 33. Mrinal Patel 18 runs with 1/6, averaging strike rate of 69, while Sri Krishna is on 12 with 1/4 and averaging 54. They're going to have to pick it up, but with wickets in hand, that becomes a much easier task. Karan Patel around the wicket to the left-handed Mrinal This one's again played all along the ground. They'll get an easy single for that as it ricochets off the arm of the bowler down to mid-off for a single. Mrinal playing sensible cricket, picking up those singles all along the ground. There's plenty of time for big hits. Curran's been very economical. His first 2 overs cost him a mere 3 runs, and he's given away 1 run of the 3rd over. Krishna to take strike now. He has put a couple of balls in the air. Let's see what he does here. Slip moves to backward short leg. So looking for that turn, looking for that flick. Short. Krishna goes down on one knee, swipes it down. It's coming towards the final leg boundary. There's a chase going on here. It probably won't make it. They've gone 1, they've gone 2, and will amble across for the 3rd run. Good throw there. Good throw from... Sorry. 3 runs. 3 valuable runs. That ball came ever so slow and could have been blown into the fence, but not to be. 3 runs for Sri Krishna. Pushes him up to 15 now as Curran gets into bowl. Oh, this one was turning, spitting. Good bowling, and Mrinal pulls his bat out of the way. Sensible. This one's in the air and could be gone. He's gone. Well bowled outside the off stump. Mrinal Patel pushing at it. It went in the air just above the head. Fairly safe catch to Kanishka. So that's the first wicket for San Diego. Mrinal Patel walks dejectedly back to the wicket, to the pavilion. Well-composed innings. Made 19 of 28 balls with a solid 6, and that brings to the wicket another left-handed batsman. It's Captain Marty Kane. The veteran New Zealander joins the tall, lanky Sri Krishna. San Diego lose their first wicket, and that's a big one for the Master Blasters. Just that little fillip to their innings. They needed that wicket bad. They got it. There's a little enthusiasm now. You can see the body language. And excellent bowling from Karan Patel. He's been remarkable. 2 balls short of 3 overs, and he has 1 for 7. Very economical. He's got the ball to dip, turn, spit, all of the above. So here comes Marty Kane taking his guard. Left-handed batsman will be looking to bring some momentum to the score. 1 for 37. And we're in our 9th over now. Karan Patel around the wickets to the left-handed Marty Kane. First ball, he's gone. Spitting and bouncing, Marty Kane goes forward, gets it on his gloves, and it's an easiest of easy catches. Kanishka just delighted to take that ball, and the captain's on his way back. First ball. Oh, that must be terribly disappointing. Marty was looking to get the feel of the ball, feel of the wicket, and that ball just took off. Got his glove, and it was history for him. So here we go. Good fight back from Hollywood Master Blasters, and it's game on. 2 for 37. A good start by the San Diego Surf Rider opening batsman, Sri Krishna and Mrinal. And now, of course, San Diego a little bit back on their back foot. So we're going to have to watch who's coming in next. Looks like it's Timul Patel. Timul had an excellent spell with the ball. The most successful of the San Diego bowlers. 3 wickets there. And he will be joining Sri Krishna on a hat-trick. Karan Patel on a hat-trick. Nisar Patel clearly the loudest on the field. You can hear the chatter, but he's really firing up the boys. On a hat trick, let's see what Timmel can do. Sorry, that's Sid Matani, I understand. Sid Matani also playing for the United States, like Timmel. So it's Sid Matani, doesn't have a number there. It's number 22. Yes, we do have a number there. Sid Matani there to watch that final ball, the hat-trick ball. Here we go. Tossed up. He plays forward, gets the inside edge, and excellent, excellent over. Excellent over from Karan Patel. 2 wickets in it, and he's put the Hollywood Master Blasters right back into the game. So Nisar Patel will continue from the tennis court end. San Diego losing 2 wickets in that last over, and there's going to need a little bit of consolidation here. We'll have to take a look at. So Sid Matani has joined Sri Krishna. The first ball is driven smartly through the covers. It'll be with just 1 run because you have good coverage there on the boundary. Venu Kalyam, the substitute fielder, pouncing on the ball, concedes just a single. Sid Matani it is to take strike now, taking guard, and will be facing Nisrag Patel. Sid Matani, again, brilliant all-rounder, had a very good outing with the ball, very economical, and here he is. Taking the first ball, he taps it around the corner, scampers off for a single, probably 2, goes back very quickly, and predetermined shot, very first ball, just tapped it around the corner, gets off the mark with 2, and that's 2 for 40. Good battle here between ball and bat on a wicket that is turning, spitting occasionally, but by and large requires good concentrated batting. This is given out. Sid not at all happy, staring at the umpire, but that's it. You have to follow what the umpire says. That was down, middle, and leg. Matani goes for a sweep. I'm not sure whether he indicates that he actually had bat on ball, but regardless, he's on his way back. Very, very dejected. The umpire's finger went up quite conclusively, so there's something that the umpire knows that perhaps Sid doesn't. Nevertheless, he has to go, and now San Diego clearly pushed onto the back foot. 3 down for 40 runs. So that's, I believe, that's LBW, obviously.
Hey, get ready for the next client call.
I was born ready.
Well, are you ready to take that call on a yacht?
Yacht sounds great, but I'm liking the setup in here.
Carry on, Captain, carry on.
Good wicket there for Nisrag Patel. He's been bowling well as well. Pushing the ball up, turning it. In comes wicketkeeper Ravi Timbawala. First ball driven beautifully, straight bat for an easy single to mid-off. So Timbawala off the mark. Very confident. I guess when you get your bat and leg to the ball, there's far less danger than allowing the ball to spin and spit. Big appeal here as the tall, lanky Sri Krishna leans forward to the next one. Ranatunga whips off the bails. Big appeal. Umpire Pankaj not interested. More and more tension developing as San Diego try to push forward. 3 for 41, chasing a total of 101. Nisrak Patel, again short, clipped off the back foot. To mid-on, single for Krishna. And that concludes the 10th over. So halfway there, and San Diego 3 for 42. This should be a very, very good finish. We're only halfway there, though. So here we are at the end of the 10th over with Sri Krishna. Fairly confident, 17 runs. It's got just 1-4 in it, very disciplined, and will be taking strike now. Karan Patel. Is that a bowling change, or do we have... Well, it looks like we have a switch at the far end. Left arm, Basant Regmi back into the attack. Will be bowling left arm around the wicket. And facing him will be Sri Krishna. A slip in place. Short third man, point, sweeper cover, short cover, and a deep wide mid-off. First ball is quicker through the air, guided. Short point. Kanishka quickly onto it and no run at all. Short again, this one exactly the same spot. Inviting Sri Krishna to go for it. He leans back, punches. Can't beat Kanishka. Basant, left arm, around the wicket. Quicker, short, fast. Swing and a miss. Pressure mounting. The chatter gets louder. Short and smacked again. This time there will be a single, perhaps two. Nope, it's down to the cover. And the sweeper cover picks it up, but a single nonetheless. And little bit of a relief for Sri Krishna. He seemed to be a little bit bogged down, a little irritated that he was not getting runs, hitting the ball straight to the fielder. This one he did manage to get away. Picks up a single, and San Diego nudge forward. 3 for 43, bringing Ravi Timbawala into strike. So Ravi facing up for the first time here as Basant prepares to go around the wicket again. Quicker. Timbawala pulls his bat out of the way at the very last second here. He lets it through to Ranatunga. Still a lot of pressure now, and that's exactly what the Master Blasters want. Put the pressure. Quick wickets, dot balls, all leads to foolish shots. A big grunt. You would think he was bowling at 140 kilometers, but Basant putting a lot into that outside the off stump. Timbawala lets it go through, and that is the end of the over. San Diego chasing 101 to win. 3 for 43 after 11. Timbawala's on 1 and Sri Krishna 18 of 30 balls. So he's there. And the important thing at this stage would be to have set batsmen when and if there is a a need to increase the run rate. Continuing then from the tennis court end, Nishant Patel will be bowling to Sri Krishna. Slip, wide, third man, cover point, sweeper cover, short extra cover, mid off, deep mid on, mid wicket on the fence, and backward square leg, about 2/3 of the way to the fence. Nishant Patel. Huge appeal, wide outside the off stump. And Sri Krishna, tall man that he is, 6'5", has his left foot way down. Enthusiastic appeal, quite out of hope than anything else. Good spinning wicket. Got to be patient on this one. This one smacked again down to mid-off, all along the ground, single for Sri Krishna. Need a lot more than that. Brings Ravi Timbawala now, and let's see what he has in mind. Nishant Patel inviting the batsman to come down. The ball has been turning. Length, line, flight, delightful spin bowling. Both teams have been marvelous on their bowling attacks. Batsmen have been under pressure. Down the leg side could be a wide, or it's a wide and probably 4. So it's 5 wides on that one. A wide and 4 byes. Way down the leg side. Ranatunga really didn't have much of a chance, but that's 5 runs nonetheless. And San Diego would be delighted to get a little reprieve. The scoring rate has dropped considerably. 3 wickets have gone. So this is an important 5 runs for them. And needless to say, Nishant Patel really upset with himself. Not much the wicketkeeper could have done. He's totally blinded. And here goes Patel again. This one again swinging down the leg side. And probably pick up a single. Timbawala looking to sweep that, wrapped on the pads, down leg side, another single. That would be a bye signal, not a leg bye, so it must have come off the pads of the wicketkeeper instead. Again, valuable runs in a tight scoring game. Patel to Sri Krishna, he's forward. Soft hands to cover point. Once a run, sent back by Timbawala. Again, going through the overs very quickly, Nishant Patel. This one is batted along the ground, a single for the taking. That was excellent thinking by Sri Krishna. He changed the direction, took a ball from the offside, saw that the offside is packed, flicked his wrist, pushed it into a short mid-on, had the bowler chase it, gave him enough time for a single. Brings Ravi Timbawala to take strike now. Last ball of the over. Quicker one, played respectfully forward, and that is the end of the over. So that's 12 overs gone. San Diego's trying to pick up the run rate a little bit after losing 3 quick wickets. 3 for 51, halfway there, but 12 overs gone. Now's the time when wickets matter to the fielding team and holding on to the wickets matter to the batting team, because they're going to need to accelerate, and that's when you need as many wickets in the dugout as you possibly can. So San Diego will be looking to push this to about 80 before they really let loose. And the question is, will you be able to be 80 for 3 or 4? That's going to be the big question. But anyway, right now it's Sri Krishna batting on 20. Very, very carefully compiled runs. Krishna has the ability to hit the ball hard when he needs to. And he's played within himself, if I could say that. This one's in the air and brilliantly taken. That's a brilliant catch there. Finally, Sri Krishna goes aerial, smacks it, brilliantly taken above the head by Kanishka. Kanishka's taken the second catch here. Brilliant catching. And Sri Krishna certainly was looking to push the scoring rate. Hit that ball hard, cover point, and he's gone. So now clearly there's a swing back in momentum. Brinley Richards, the next batsman in. Basant Regmi gets his first wicket, and deservedly so. He's been bowling very, very tight. 2 overs for 5 runs, and here's his first wicket. So Brinley's going to need to obviously help Timbawala along. San Diego, the host, under tremendous pressure now. 4 batsmen back in the pavilion. They were 37 for no loss, mind you. So they've lost 4 wickets for a mere 14 runs. And I think the Master Blasters are absolutely delighted to have changed the entire momentum of this game. Very, very well bowled. The spinners have been excellent. Absolutely excellent. So Brinley, big man, very, very hard hitting. And we'll certainly have to be cautious. Here he is, set up here for Basant, left arm fast through the air. Brinley forward, comprehensively beaten. Ball spinning away from a forward defense. Basant putting everything into it. You can hear him for a spinner. This one's played down cautiously by Brinley, taking a good look at it. This is certainly the pressure that 4 wickets put on you. Settling in now for what could be the last ball of the 4th ball of the over. Oh, that ball turned, and it turned with sound more than anything else. It's almost like the amount of spin was dictated by the sound that Basant put into this. Pitched on middles, wildly off to the offside, and Brinley was shaping to cut, was nowhere near the ball. Excellent bowling, sharp turn. Again, beautiful length, ball turning, spitting, outside off stump, taken by Ranatunga. This could be a wicket maiden. 13th over. Good spin. Brinley just pats it back, taking his time here, and a wicket maiden. That is a fantastic over. And look at the bowling analysis for Basant. 3 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 5. Now that is absolutely brilliant. Tantalizing flight, vicious spin, bowls the quicker ball. Can't get better than that. Batsman having a conference out here, and so is the bowling side. 13 overs gone. San Diego 4 for 51. Clearly pressure now. Clearly pressure. 7 overs. Looking to get 50 runs. Deliberation here as to the next bowler, and there will be a bowling change. Karan Patel comes in. He's bowled beautifully as well, and will be bowling to Ravi Timbawala. field spreading on the leg side for Timber. Curran bowling his last over. He's been excellent as well. Every bowler from Master Blasters, except for the first few overs, has been on the spot. Curran with 3 overs, 2 wickets for 7. Here he is, completing his last one. Short. Ball flies off. This wicket is turning and turning pretty viciously now. A single for Timberwala. Brings Brinley on strike and settles in to take guard here. This is where soft hands make such a difference. Not only do you play the spin better with soft hands, but pick up singles and trying to go for big shots now. The bowler's giving nothing away. Here we go. Short outside the off stump, declared a wide. That was a quicker one. Saw Brinley looking to hit it and quickly pushed it outside the off stump, but way too far. Here we go. Karan Patel. Oh, that one, Brinley gets deep inside the crease, and that's a smacker of a 6. Stays low, gets under it, and crack into the stands. Much relief there. Going to have to need more than that from Brinley, but quick wickets here, quick runs here, and the game could take a dramatic change. That was really a cracker. Brinley taking his time as Patel goes in. Short and outside the off stump, turning viciously. Brinley lets it go after shaping to cut. The ball came in far more than he expected. Waiting. Got to be in your crease here. Again, tremendous spin. Brinley moving away, shaping to cut. The ball follows him. This is probably a situation where you've got to move across and flick it, but the batsman seems to know what he wants. Cracked again, this one by Brinley, down to mid-off. He'll get an easy single. Got to the pitch of that one, rightfully kept it on the ground. So tempting to put it into the air, but not the best thing to do at this stage of the game. 8 runs of the over. As Patel goes in. Goes for a swipe, reverse sweep, hit on the arm, shout for catch 'em. More hope again. Reasonable over for San Diego. Picked up 8 runs on that one. Score moves into the 60s. 4 for 60 after 14. 6 overs to go. 41 runs. So Curran ends his 4 overs. Last over was a little bit more expensive and ends with 215. But brilliant bowling. Brilliant bowling. So Nisrag Patel will continue from the far end, and he will be bowling his 4th over. So he'll be bowled out. Karan Patel's bowled out now, and Brinley settles in to face first ball short. Brinley cracks it off the back foot. It's a hard shot. He's got 1. He'd probably go for the 2nd. A little bit of a misfield. Brinley gets 2. Very, very hard-hitting batsman, Brinley. Staying in his crease. Probably listening to the commentator here. Go deep inside, waits again, lets it go outside the off stump. Quicker through the air this time by Patel. Been bowling beautifully, thinking about what he needs to do for a hard-hitting batsman. Quicker again, beautifully bowled, comprehensively beating the ball, leaving the bat well over the stump. So it's bouncing, it's turning, it's spitting. Patel. Quicker again. Brindley leans back. Almighty smack into the covers. Won't get a run. You can see Brindley just waiting to crack the ball. And Patel giving nothing away. This time he goes high and over mid-off, over cover, out of the sweeper. We'll get a single. Smart batting. Saw the fielder was in. Went high over, got a single. Looking to push the score a little bit. Both these batsmen, Timbawala. Lot of space on the leg side. And it's in the air, but it's going to drop well short of the deep mid-wicket or deep square leg. A single nonetheless. San Diego beginning to push the score a little bit. Four for 64 after 15. Brings us down to the final 5. 37 to go of 5 overs. A little over 7 runs and over here. Should be gettable if you've got the wickets. A couple of boundaries. The game turns like we saw in the last inning, last over. And maybe that's what Hollywood's going to be counting on, because their last over did have an explosion. 14 runs of the last over. We have a new bowler here. Anish Deshpande, the first signs of pace here now. Anish Deshpande will be bowling from the tennis court end. 5 overs to go. Match delicately poised. The next couple of overs could be very important for either side. A couple of quick wickets would make the Master Blasters very, very into the game. And a couple like an 8 or 10 run over would put San Diego into the driver's seat. So let's sit back. That's what makes cricket this game of glorious uncertainties. It's the reason why everyone who follow cricket love the game so much. From the tennis court end, Anish Deshpande to left arm. Timmel has a wild swipe at it. Very, very unhappy with the decision. He's been given out. He's been given out. Looks very, very upset with that decision. Ravi Timmel opens his arms like, say what? But given out again. Second San Diego batsman to be very, very unhappy. The first was Sid Matani. Was not at all happy with his dismissal, but a big wicket, very big wicket here for the Master Blasters. The 5th San Diego wicket goes down. So that's a great wicket for Anish Deshpande, the very first ball. And he picks up a wicket. So here he is taking his run up again. Jaideep Reddy comes to the wicket. You've got 2 of the San Diego Cricket Club batsmen at the crease now, Brindley Richards and Jaideep Reddy. Half the team gone. 5 overs to go. So it looks like it's Zubair at the wicket to join Brindley. So Zubair is taking strike now and left arm over the wicket. Wide outside the off stump. Good pace, carry. Good pace, good carry. Anish, young lad, lovely action, smooth run up, angling the ball away from Zubair. So Zubair and Brindley, both San Diego cricketers, local boys playing for San Diego Surf Riders. Here we go. And this one's gone straight down the ground to mid-on. There'll be a single, easy one. And good throw there by Ajay. 17-year-old Anish Deshpande. Great future ahead, lovely action, smooth run-up. A wicket off the first ball in his minor league debut. How great is that? Here he goes again, over the wicket. Ooh, short and kicking up and off the glove. A quick run, nonetheless, for Brinley. That ball reared up, and Brinley did well to put it down and scamper across for a single. Anish bowling with some good pace, good lift. Troubling the batsman, getting right into the ribcage. Excellent bowling by this youngster. 17-year-old, running into bowl again. And Zubair again, all along the ground. Easy single. San Diego will need a lot more than that. Looking for that elusive boundary, San Diego. Both batsmen clearly showing their intent. The ball has been hit with reasonable force. Last ball of the over. And this one's gone high in the air and it's right over. Brinley, Richards, nothing gonna stop this man. Down the wicket and over. Tennis court end. Watch out, tennis players. Brinley on fire here. What an end to the over. Good for San Diego and a real pity for Anish. He bowled beautifully. The last ball was actually a very good ball. Brinley had different intents. He came down the wicket and over the top. A big over for San Diego. Very big over. A wicket in it for the Master Blasters. 9 runs coming off that over, but very, very importantly, San Diego nudge up. 5 for 73. 28 to go off the last 4. Still 7 runs and over. And from the looks of things, we're down to a real nail-biting finish. 7 runs and over from here. Normally, you would say 7 runs is a reasonable target for 2020, but this wicket has been playing some tricks. There's been good help for the bowler. The fast bowlers have been able to get some bite and lift. Spinners have been able to turn the ball, to spit the ball. So the batsmen have really had to dig deep, dig strong, and let's see, as Basant completing his 4th over now, has 1 for 5 of 3, so he's bowled excellently, and Zubair's going to have to really try and navigate this one out. 4 overs to go. And that one is hit hard and high. They'll get 1 for it, only 1. Hard and high, but taken on the bounce. And Weidman on, a single nonetheless. Zubair showing his intentions. Brinley has already proved his intentions with 2 smackers. 1 over mid-wicket, 1 over long on. You can clearly see Basant is going to want this wicket really bad. Brinley taking strike to Basant. Short and fast. Mighty swing, totally misses it. Mad at himself. Ranatunga collects behind the wicket. A lot of action, field spreading out. Basant to Brinley, left arm. Very smart bowler. Ball on middle and leg, Brinley forward. Clearly decided that was too good a ball to hit. So he just pats it down. A lot of runs to be had if you have soft hands. This is where you look for 2s because the leg side is totally spread out, and a tap could get you 2 runs. It's easier said than done. And here's another. drinks come out as the ball is being retrieved from literally into the woods. So what does that get us to? The field is enjoying a very, very well-deserved drinks because the ball is still being retrieved. It looks like there's going to be a change in balls. Wonder whether that would make any difference to the bowler or the batsman, but that was out of the ground, out of the park, into the woods. Big six. It's the third six from Brinley Richards. He's been taking his time, watching the ball, waiting for that short one, and then using his massive power to hit it out of the ground. Let's watch the comeback now. Will Basan be able to bring it back from here? Let's see. Well left outside the off stump. Decides that defense in this stage would be the best. He's got his six. Maybe a push here, a push there. Brinley settling in. Basant. Again, well bowled. Brinley forward, pushes the ball back. Content with the big shot that he hits. So 3 more to go. 3 overs, 21 runs, 5 wickets. What a cracker for first match. Everything that is expected from a 2020. Good bowling, occasional excellent batting. Delightful weather here. San Diego brings out its best for the first one. Probably that's why it's called America's finest city. For a reason. Temperature in the low 80s, blue skies. Down to the last 3. 18th over goes to the young Ajay Imadi. The pressure on this young lad must be enormous. You've got Zubair ready to take on the young Ajay Zamadi. He did go for a few in the first overs, so obviously he'll want to bring it back, do his team proud. 21 to go. 18 balls. This is good cricket. Zubair settles in. He probably wants to look for a single here. Short, wide, missed. And here we go. More and more runs. 2 runs there in the wide. 3 runs to San Diego. And that brings it down to a run a ball. 18 of 18. Now that's certainly nerves for this young man. You got a feel for him. Must be such pressure. First match. Delicately poised. 18 of 18. Here we go again. Goodness gracious me. Go get that from the next planet. Offside. Nice, juicy spin. Hit with the spin. Way, way out. That must have been 75 plus meters, probably 80. Marvelous shot there. Absolutely fantastic. Can still do it. Encouragement from the field. Determination here. Here goes Ajay. Faster ball. And this one is gone. High, high, high. That's going to be gone. It's going to be out. It's high in the air. And dropped. And dropped. That was a very, very difficult catch. Very difficult catch. It went ever so high. Brilliant effort into the sky. And put down at deep mid-wicket, but that brings 2 runs here. And this time hit all along the ground. They'll get 1. They probably could look for 2, but decide against it. Big sixes making quite a difference at this stage. 9 runs to go. Good ball, and Brinley gives it the respect it deserves, pushing it along. San Diego now in the driver's seat. Just got to keep their head here. A wicket at this time could bring in a new batsman. You don't want that. Ajay has another swipe at it. Totally misses. Mad at himself. He really wanted that one out. A quick boundary at this stage could put it into San Diego's hands, but not to be on this one. Ajay Zimadi, young kid, 26 runs off his bowling as he goes in again. Totally missed in the flight. Ranatunga misses it too, and that's the end of the over. 3 overs to go. 9 runs. This could be it. If San Diego, 2 overs to go. That makes it 12 of 9. Still very doable. But then again, all it takes is a wicket or 2, and Hollywood can be back in the game. We're going to have to take a look here as there's a conference going on as to who's going to bowl this crucial 19th over. Zubair Murad, 12 of 7. Towering 6. Brinley Richards, 23 of 24 balls, 3 of which landed outside the ground. So you've got 4 sixes between the batsmen batting right now. It's clearly put a lot of pressure on Hollywood. They've taken their time. They've looked for the bad ball and put it away. As we head into the penultimate over, let's see who's going to bowl this over. Let me take a quick look if we can see that. For the first time here, we have Janak Patel, the veteran and owner of the team. Janak Patel, trusting himself for his team. He's one of the owners, or he is the owner, isn't he? Yes. Interesting. Okay, here we go. Janak, left arm. Over the head, 4 runs. Or no, is it going to be stopped? Yes, it is. Beautifully fielded, right on the boundary line. Excellent fielding there. Excellent fielding. Gets a single. He's looking for 4. He thought this was it. Not to be, just a single. 8 of 11. Janak Patel again, looking for that wicket. Brinley goes deep into the crease, cracks it on the back foot, gets a single, probably go for the second one. They do, they get it. Good thinking by Brinley. Kept it along the ground, collected the 2. That's all you need at this stage. A couple here. You don't have to go for the 6s. 3 runs so far of 2 balls. This is short. And this one, he goes back. It's gone over the fence. That was short, over, and out. Out of the ground, that is. Brinley Richards brings it home for the San Diego Surf Riders in their very first match. 4 towering 6s. Couldn't get better than that. What a game. What a game. What an absolute smacker. San Diego bring it home. Brinley Richards, 4 sixes. And that must be quite a disappointment for the Master Blasters. They played tremendously, brought it back after a good start from San Diego. 37 without loss. 3 quick wickets. 42 for 3. 52 for 4. Things were balanced. 7 or 8 overs to go. And then came Brinley Richards and Zubair, smacking the ball, taking their time, and putting it across the line for San Diego. So here we are, folks, the end of the first ever minor league game in the wonderful and beautiful city of San Diego. And how better for the home team, San Diego Surf Riders, bring it home. Sri Krishna caught Chagai, bowled Basant Ragmi 20, made in 35 balls, 1 6. Mrunal Patel, excellent start to the innings, 37 runs with Sri Krishna. Mrunal caught by Chagai off Karan Patel for 19, made of 29 balls. He had a 6 right over the side screen. Marty Kane was unfortunate. First ball, he, I guess, got a top edge and flew up to Patel off Karan for 0. First ball. Poor Marty. He's going to be really upset with himself, but then he did lead his team excellently, and I'm sure he'll take solace for that. Sid Matani not very happy with the decision of the umpire. LBW to Patel for 2. He had only 3 balls out there. Ravi Timbawala stayed out for a few minutes. Also very upset, given out, caught behind by Ranatunga. And he was out for 2. But then came Brinley Richards. 31 runs, 26 balls, 4 hits. Huge, huge hits out of the ground. Clearly the determining factor for the San Diego team. 31 of 26. And then Zubair, not to be left behind, 13 of just 8 balls. In fact, Zubair's the one with the highest run rate, 100 at 163. Towering 6, beautiful shot. And 14 extras. Now that could have also been a difference. San Diego conceded 6 extras, while the Master Blasters conceded 14. 12 wides. Can't do that. Bowling, Khalid Zadran opened the bowling. 2 overs, none for 11. Karan Patel was fantastic. Karan Patel, 4 overs, 2 for 15. Ajay Imadi, the young kid, couple of good starts, but was very unfortunate to be beaten and pretty much mauled by Zubair and Brinley Richards. 3 overs, none for 26. He'll be very disappointed with that. Basant Ragmi was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. 4 overs, 1 maiden. He had 1 for 12. Equally impressive was Nisar Patel. 4 overs, 1 for 17. And Anish Deshpande had 1 over for 9 runs. Janak Patel bowled 3 balls and pretty much ended the innings when Brinley hit him out of the ground. So 3 balls, none for 9. So that was the San Diego first victory. Fall of wickets, as I said, the first wicket fell at 37 in the 9th over. 2 for 37 the next ball when Marty Kane was out. Sid Matani was the 3rd batsman out at 40. And at the halfway mark, San Diego were 42 for 3 of 10. But then came a good second half for San Diego. The 4th wicket falling at 51. and the fifth going at 64. At the end of the 15th, at the beginning of the 15th over, the match was delicately poised with San Diego at 5 for 64, chasing 101, and Timbawala walking back to the pavilion. But then it was the Brian Lee Richards show. And what a show it was. 4 magnificent sixes, ably assisted by Zubair Murad with 13 runs of just 8 balls, towering 6. And there you go, folks. The very first game is behind. San Diego will be back on the same ground for the second match against the SoCal Lashings. And with that, we have just heard that the man of the match, as expected, the one who took San Diego home, is Brian Lee Richards. Great day for the Aussie English-American. I'm sure he'll be thrilled to kick off a season with a man of the match. Lovely bloke, great attitude, strong person, and deservedly the man of the match. But all through, there were many with fantastic performances on both sides. We've got to give it to the spinners here today. Timmel was excellent. Mrinal was fantastic. The bowling of the Hollywood team was equally good. Karan, 2 for 15 in 4 overs, was fantastic, and so was Basant Ragmi, 1 for 12. You've got to give it to them. They bowled their hearts out. Very low score to defend. Probably looking for at least another 20 runs. And if I were to give any kind of feedback at the end of this game, I think there were 20 runs to have for Hollywood. Perhaps a little bit more soft hands, nudging 1s and 2s. They seemed to go for the big ones. It wasn't to be. So with that, Jimmy Ankle is saying goodbye. We'll be back again in a few minutes with the second game of today.